Hey everybody, my name is Sharik. I'm going to show you today how to replace a broken LCD on the Toshiba r835-p56x ultra portable laptop. So I'm going to start off with the things that you first need. Number one, obviously the Toshiba with the broken LCD screen. More importantly, I'd recommend a little basket-like container for the screws we're going to take out. You don't want to lose anything, it becomes a hassle and it becomes painful. Get something to clean the new screen with. I just have a glasses cleaner right here. Works really well, it gets all that static and dust off of it, so I have to mess with that. Let's see. Additionally, you want tweezers. These would be good for pulling out little wires, specifically the connector and the tape that connects them. That's quite annoying to deal with them, so these would be good for that. I have a box cutter. You could use an X-Acto knife, sorry, and those would be good for basically you have to cut a little bit of tape inside, and those help to peel off the hard little rubber stoppers on top of the screen. A screwdriver with a PH00, that's Phillips 00 top on it. What this will do is let you take out the screws that you need to take out. Very important. You have to be very careful. Earlier today when I was trying to do it, I actually ended up smudging one of the heads of the screws. And I'll show you my fixture on for that as well, but you don't want to do that fixture on if you can avoid it, so be careful. Seems to be everything, so let's go ahead and get started. Most importantly, you're going to need to turn your laptop around. Be careful, even though the screen's already broken. What you need to do is unlock the battery chamber and pull out the battery itself. This is very important. You don't want to turn your laptop on in the middle of this or do anything stupid, and it's just safe precaution for the electrical units that go on in it. Turn your machine around. As you can see, there are two metal tabs right here. What you can do is remove these. They're not hard to remove, they're kind of annoying though. You just have to dig your thumb into it kind of and push sideways and you can get it out. It clicks a little and you'll be able to get it out. Now, the next step we need to do is you'll see these little rubber stoppers. There's 4 rubber stoppers and 1 plastic one. The plastic one looks like it's not easy to take out. It is. So there's actually 4 screws, so not all 5 need to be taken out. The rightmost one needs to be taken out. You just take the X-Acto knife or the box cutter, you just peel into it and it'll come out. It's not that hard. Just go ahead and place it on the screen right next to it so you don't lose it. Continue for the next 3, sorry. Here's those plastic ones we'll have to take off next. You're going to be like, oh, I don't want to take it off. It's not going to come off. It is. It's not plastic, it's rubber. Same thing, just dig it in there and pull it up and it'll kind of crumple up and it'll come out just like that. You can leave this next rubber stopper as it's not going to do anything, but make sure that you pull out the one after that, which is going to be the one on the leftmost side of the screen if you're looking at it. And try using the dull edge of it so you don't cut through it. Alright. Same thing with this one, just go ahead and place it right there. Alright, now we're done with that for now. What you're going to see is 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll see a smaller screw below the bottom 2. Don't worry about those, that's just holding your laptop together. Be very careful not to pull those off. Now, go ahead and take your PH00 and pull out these screws one by one. 2 long screws go to the bottom, and the 4 little ones will be at the top. As you can see, I skipped that 3rd one there. As you can guess, that's when I smudged up. Moving on. Now, you should be able to take this 4th one out. I can't. It just swivels and swivels. So, not a big deal. What you do next is actually start peeling the screen off, or the bezel of the screen off. So what you do is just dig right here with your fingernail. Now clip right off. Slowly work your way around. Keep going till you're all the way done. I'd recommend going side to side and then going to the bottom and top. very thin, so be very careful with it. But now that you have it all loose, like I did, yours will come right off. Mine won't. So what I did was just took it and just turned it 180 degrees upside down. There's going to be a piece of tape right here that's holding the wire down. Go ahead and take your box cutter or X-Acto knife. Just go ahead and make a very slight cut in it. Well, that'll do. I'll let you be able to pull it out. Alright. So now that we're here, let's back for a little bit. As you're going to see right here, there is a connector pointing to the screen. The connector is actually taped on, so what you can do, once again, box cutter or X-Acto knife, and just simply cut through the tape. So once you take that, all you have to do is grab this connector pin and gently just nudge it out. Be very careful not to break the connector pin itself or anything on the screen. So once it's loose, it's very easy, and you can pick up your broken screen and go ahead and put it to the side and get rid of it. So now what we're going to do is take our new screen, brand new screen bought from laptop screens. Go ahead and lay your screen flat down. Try only touching the edges just for safety purposes. Connector probably has the old tape left on it. It's not a big deal, don't worry about it. If you need to pull off that first one, if you didn't cut it off, that's fine. And now just move the screen back to meet the connector. You want to be really careful here not to break anything. Now the connector slips right in. It's not hard. There's no magic to it. Don't worry about being too rough putting in, but at the same time you don't want to just throw it in there. Again, go ahead and lift it from the sides, be safe. Right here. For me, I have to be careful and actually push my screen back a little and slide it under the bezel. I recommend taking the tweezers. Oh, you see my plastic cover, I tried pulling it off earlier, but you just need to try to peel it off with your fingernail first and then grab it with this tweezer. Let's look at the serial number and everything that came with the screen off of it. Should come off. It's a little bit of a tug, but might not have that off. For me, I'm going to carefully twist it back into place. You just put it right back on there. Now lift your screen straight up so you can drop this part into it. And be able to slip this right back on like that. And then what you want to do is push back all those little placeholders. They're everywhere, so make sure you get a solid grip of the whole screen. Do it very little by very little. So now we have the screen in place. See it's beautiful in the screen. If you want, you can put the battery back in for screwing things in to make sure it works and turn it on. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that now. So for screwing everything back in, the battery, looks like we're good to go. Now we can go ahead and put the screws back in and you'll be set. Magnetic screwdrivers make the world a lot easier. Almost done here. You just want to put these rubber stoppers back into place. Ladies and gentlemen, you have now fixed your own Toshiba Portege r835-p56x LCD screen. Impressive.